One strike. Play it close, niggas do the most. Hold the chopper sideways, you can meet your ghost. Said a nigga 10 stories when a reapproach. Moving big weight, you should've seen the boat. Play it close, niggas do the most. Hold the chopper sideways, you can meet your ghost. Send a nigga 10 stories when a reap approach. Moving big weight, you should've seen the boat. We are not alike. Fuck the hype. Put the toaster to your face and I pull it twice. 1,000 bricks of dope, nigga, this the life. Add a little bait, then I drop the ice. Got some bitches out of state that I sacrifice. Crossing state lines, this the afterlife. Brown paper bags whenever cash in sight. Another 30 in the duffel if you add it right. Most niggas blame the hustle when they math ain't right. Made it out the struggle with a brick of white. 10 G's in the farm with your brother wife. In the 27 Porsche, not the prototype. All you niggas pussy sucker, what's the hype? Better do the right thing like that nigga Spike. I hit a bitch like Ike when it come to white. Talk Tina, not Serena when we hit it like. Play it close, niggas do the most. Hold the chopper sideways, you can meet your ghost. Said a nigga 10 stories when a reapproach. Moving big weight, you should've seen the boat. Play it close, niggas do the most. Hold the chopper sideways, you can meet your ghost. Send a nigga 10 stories when a reap approach. Moving big weight, you should've seen the boat. My wrist cold and still frozen, nigga. You move lows and still old niggas. My shooters move like the army, nigga. Youngin' spit the block, caught a body, nigga. Every other day another homie, nigga. Fetty by the 8 and still dropping, niggas. Watch your tooth decay off this product, nigga. Back in 9-6, we was wildin', nigga. All this fucking pressure kept it solid, nigga. Never fold, never told, be the model, nigga. Chrome 4-5 gold hollows, nigga. Louis lift your soul about $1, nigga. 98 Ja Rule, watch him holler, nigga. Black K in the V when I 100, nigga. Louis 1-3, I'm 100, nigga. Free the whole game in 100, nigga. Play it close, niggas do the most. Hold the chopper sideways, you can meet your ghost. Said a nigga 10 stories when a reapproach. Moving big weight, you should've seen the boat. Play it close, niggas do the most. Hold the chopper sideways, you can meet your ghost. Send a nigga 10 stories when a reap approach. Moving big weight, you should've seen the boat.
Target, we Litsky. We Litsky.
Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up. Dog hit me up. Hello? Shorty on my line, told the bitch to call back, cause she getting out of line. Louis, what's the deal? Nigga, we talk, got a 9 on a mission, nigga, watch we talk. Meet me on the block, tell me everything you know, from the guns to the chips and the kilos of coke. All I see is white, let my vision flash, got my hand on them birds, about 100 in cash. Nigga, what's the math? Said I'm rich forever, ride a trap or die, got my mind on this cheddar. Wish a nigga would, if a nigga try, leave brains on the step, laying next to his mind. Get it or die, that's the motivation. I tell it how it is, see the bullets penetration. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up, said he got lit.
Link in the chat.
So he might shoot a brick. Kick the door, hit the floor, homie. See this fall, homie? You leave your brains on the floor, homie. I want your bricks from my crib in the floor, homie. I'm talking dollars and them cents from my drawer, homie. Tie your bitch by the beat, I want it all, homie. You niggas barking like the deed, I let it off, homie. 100 pounds in the crib, I took it all, homie. I left the nigga by stairs with his bra, shorty. 200,000 on the rinse and spent the charm on it. Dump a nigga on his neck, that's a prize moment. Real niggas up the back, no bases loaded. Pussy try to walk me off for the crazy home. Met the block, ducked 10, left him in the coma. Northside, Illidale, you know, son of Cobra. Big dog in the pit. The dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick. Dog hit me up, said he got lit. Bad jump shot, so he might shoot a brick.
One more minute. We got another minute. I can clap back right quick.
One threat.
Clap back, baby.
Turn a brick of salt to a crack rock.
Link in the chat.
Get fold like a laptop. And your main thought shit mascot. Run through the floor at the trash spot. Suicide doors with a glass top. Talk about money you a had not. And my lawyer tough like Matlock. Soon up in the corner, hit a K-pop. Pull up in the sucker in the gray drop. Hit a nigga up, then I skate out. Gotta lay low, then you fade out. Hit a nigga hole, take the safe out. 36 O's where you came bout. Send me fully loaded, blow your brains out. Hating on Louis with the hate bout. Gucci on the loafers and I'm stamped now. Clap back, whipping that cane, bagging a brick, fucking these hoes, drowning in 6. Fork in the water, it's time to lock in. Pot on the stove, I'm at it again. Play with my order, I'm down in your man. Clip fully loaded, red dot on your head. VVS what? Watch cost a brick. Louis went gold. You niggas is sick. Back to the strap shit. Black K make him backflip. Pussy nigga, you an actress. Up a clip, got the trap lit. Kyle Lowry on the Raptor. 12 o'clock on the pastor. Throw 20, blow past you. You a sucker if you ask her. Turn a brick of salt to a crack rock. Pussy get fold like a laptop. And your main thought shit mascot. Run through the floor at the trash spot. Suicide doors with a glass top. Talk about money you a had not. And my lawyer tough like Matlock. Soon up in the corner, hit a K-pop. Pull up in the sucker in the gray drop. Hit a nigga up, then I skate out. Gotta lay low, then you fade out. Hit a nigga hole, take the safe out. 36 O's where you came bout. Send me fully loaded, blow your brains out. Hating on Louis with the hate bout. Gucci on the loafers and I'm stamped now. Clap back, Christian Dior. Dripped in my pores, laced in velour. Tipping these broads, Louis and Gucci, my wrist kind of frauds. They paid me, you sue me, your clip getting tossed. Lauren the Fuji, she tricked till she scored. Fuck for a Lucy, protect on her arm. Choke on choker, my neck kinda gone. You hating, I got it, I flex when you frost. Fresh up off the back block. 2 4s in the glass pot.
That's because I listen to Ring
Talk
Magazine.
oil on my cash stock. Fuck hoes at the trash spot. Twin turbo bought a fast drive.
You already know what it is. It's All Facts, No Opinion Sport Podcast. I don't let none marinate. We came to cook, nigga. We came to cook. Damn, I wrote Benavidez right. You can go on my restream, everything right. I don't know where the fuck this S came from, but besides that, we here to cook. This is crazy. Benavidez. Yo, this is crazy. Just because I put the Ring Magazine bias. And the reason I stated that and put that, because y'all seen the Grand Arrivals yesterday. Sergio Mora, Mike Coppinger, like, yo, do y'all watch the sport of boxing? Or do y'all just hate PBC fighters? The reason I state that, because I watched them say the dumbest shit out their mouth. I literally watched them say Anthony Yarde got more knockouts than David Benavidez. And they both got 24 knockouts. I watched these guys say Anthony Yarde got the better resume. How? Kovalev? Bitterby? Bitterby resume is ass. Kovalev resume cool, but David Benavidez resume, his 168 resume better than your whole entire resume. You understand me? Then Sean's intel talking about Bivol. Yo, David Benavidez will beat the dog shit out of Bivol. Sparred him how many times? Dropped him how many times? And this is what y'all need to understand about sparring. The way you spar is the way you fight when you get under those lights. And David Benavidez, since the age of 15, been putting pressure and pain. Top dogs, top elite fighters, Triple G, Kelly Pavlik. The list goes on. We talking about middleweights, heavyweights, cruiserweights. This Sordo Ramirez putting pressure on him. See, y'all look at Ja Opataya like he a monster. Let me tell you something, y'all. No shade, no blame. I respect these guys. I respect the guys that get in the ring with these guys. You know, but you got to understand the country. Because a lot of fighters, you know, if I'm buzzing and popping in my country, why should I go out to a different country? And I might can have a bad night. I might can get robbed. It's a lot of mites in that situation. You feel me? But you only going to face the level of competition that's presented to you. You know, a lot of fighters, you know, your name will come across these desks. A lot of fighters will indulge into the situation and be like, all right, let me see what they're coming up with. And a lot of fighters won't. See, with PBC, I'm gonna step off course for a little bit because I'm gonna use Jerron Boots Ennis as an example when he was with Cameron Duncan, Showbox, Spinoza, etc. Right? PBC used to keep it real. Every time Boots got in that ring and he was the mandatory for Bud Spence, they always said Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, none of the top guys wanted to fight him because they all said he hadn't beat a champion. Then 2022 came and he beat a former champion, which was Sergey Lipin. But besides that, all of the guys that came in with Boots, Virgil, Stanionis in A class, Boots fought like three of them. Three, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on. I'm gonna give it to you right. He fought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He fought 7 fighters out of that crew of him and Virgil. All of them they came to 147. He fought 7 fighters out of there. And I only use him for an example because PBC used to bow. These fighters don't want to fight him. They ducking him. Why? Because Cameron Duncan made sure that shit was mentioned. Even when Bud was supposed to become a pay-per-view star, if Bud would have stood with Cameron Duncan, he would have been there. But at the end of the day, it was Top Rank who dropped and fumbled the ball. But getting back to Benavidez and Yarde, right? Shout out to Anthony Yarde. You know, I like Anthony Yarde as a fighter. You know, I think he's slick. He's should have been a champion, but you know, he been European champ, international. He still was a champion. You feel me? Only problem I had with Anthony Yarde, and this was back then, is he never sparred. When he fought Kovalev, he never had a sparring partner. And by me seeing that, I'm like, you know, you're born with it, bro. He's born with it. Is that if he was to have his training camp is excellent, but like I don't know how it is now if he's sparring now. But if he was to get some sparring rounds in, he'd be a dangerous fighter. But the key thing is with this Benavidez situation, they wanted to go back to the monster. What Benavidez do? Cut his hair off. He cut his hair off, bro. He cut his hair off. You understand me? So the key thing we got to focus on about all of this situation is the situation. Let me see how this shit. Nah. It's the situation. My bad, y'all. My apologies. But come here. Sit down. Let me talk to you niggas right quick. It's a lot going on in the sport of boxing, right? You got a lot of haters. It's a lot of biasness. It's a bunch of BS going on. Shout out Mike Compinger. I guess he's the informant for the ring. But Sergio Mora, like, bro, you got to tighten up. Because when Benavidez walked on the stage, we seen the hate. We seen the hate in your eyes. You dislike PBC. PBC left a bad taste in your mouth. For what reason? This is all I want to know. Because I watch, listen, Jamel Charlo is the Ring Magazine champ, right? Why he's not on the Ring Magazine labeled as a champ? Boots Ennis is the Ring Magazine champ at 147, right? Still is. Why his name not on it? Oh, I get it. It's the people that see when when these guys negotiate, they come at you with a direct number, and they direct number is here. We're going to give you $5 million up front. That's it. But when you dealing with niggas that dealt with PBC, they like, oh, that $5 million ain't shit. You can give me $2 million of that, and I'll take the back end because I know what the back end going to bring. But people that's not into the game, shout out to Turkey. Turkey only fell for this situation because of the people he surrounded himself around. So he like, yo, if we got the bag, I can come in with the large lump sum. But when he started dealing with certain entities like a Canelo or Benavidez and see how PBC work, he like, oh, nigga, I can make good money on the back end. So that's what I'm gonna focus on is on that back end. But you let other people tell it, they're gonna tell you something different, and that be the corny shit. That's why I say the Ring Magazine, like the Grand Rivals, yesterday was cool, but it was so much biasness. Like y'all glazing Devin Haney. You can go on BoxRec right now. They got Devin Haney as the champion. Shout out my guy Santos Boxing. He sent me the situation. They got Devin Haney as the champion and Brian Norman Jr. as number 2. And then they lied and said, well, Brian Norman Jr. beat Giovanni Santillan's for the title. No, he didn't. He beat Giovanni for the interim belt. Remember, Brian Norman Jr., Mario Barrios, Jerron Boots Ennis, those 3, quote unquote, became email champions, right? With Tim Zoo. 2023, those guys that became email, Fandora, all of them became email champions. Why? Because Bud was undisputed. When Bud found out who his mandatories was, again, he like, only the 2 niggas I could fight because Stanionis always was the mandatory. Boots always was the mandatory. Once Brian Norman captured the WBO intern, he became Bud mandatory. So Bud said, fuck it, I ain't gonna fight these young lions. I'm gonna go to 154 and fight a fucking bum. And he fought who? Madrimov for the interim title, right? That's all I want to break down to y'all, right? Because it's the biasness that I'm explaining from the ring. Now get back to Devin Haney. We watched Devin Haney most. So at the end of the day, if y'all call me, please do not call me. I'm on my live. If you know the is on, I'm on my live. Like, you feel me? Like, I be disliking that stuff sometimes, yo. But getting back into the situation of this ring biasness is like Sergio, more like, what is it? Even Mike Carpenter, yo, I watch. Go check out my Facts versus Opinions, episode 1 with Boots. Episode 2 will be this week. I'm gonna do 1 a week. This week I'm gonna work on Virgil. I can give you a sneak peek into it. Virgil only fought 1 Olympian, and that was Mean Machine. He fought 1 Olympian. Boots fought 1, 2, 3, 4 Olympians he fought. And he fought a bunch of champions, an IBF champ. He fought the WBA champ, which was Castillo Claxton, limping this IBF. Stanionis, WBA. Avianesia was a WBA champion. Chris Van Harden was the IBO champion. Lima was an IBO champion. You understand me? But when you deal with those entities, they're going to tell you something different. I respect Turkey. Shout out to Turkey. Hey, Turkey, you saved the world. And that's what a lot of people don't know. I put respect on your name highly. You saved the world. But the entities you surround yourself around, all they doing, they like some damn gold diggers. They like some gold diggers, yo. They like some gold diggers instead of, listen, you need a matchmaker, come holler at me. Come holler at me. I'll do all the matchmaking for you. And if any nigga wants some goofy shit to pop, you don't need no government nigga. In the streets, you know the law of gravity, nigga. Hey, that's all I can say. But besides that, let's get back to it. Brian Norman Jr., right? You see how they lied to say he beat Giovanni Stantillians for the WBO champion, which was a lie. You beat him for the interim title, which was good. But when he became Bud Crawford mandatory, Bud looked like, damn, the WBO, that's the young nigga that knocked me out in sparring, dropped me in sparring. I go that way. This kid was for the WBO, IBF, and WBC. This motherfucker was my mandatory too. So Brian Norman and Boots, we got the same manager. Let me chill. See, Barrios easy work, but I don't want nothing to do with him. Stanione's been the WBA champion since 2022. You feel me? I want y'all to do y'all history. Go back and watch Stanione's fight in 2022 when he fought the Olympian Russian, and if I'm not mistaken, it was two Olympians fighting for the WBA title. Stanione's won. The same guy, Virgil Ortiz, ducked 3 times. The same guy in 2021, Virgil Ortiz, went to go fight Stanionis. Stanionis ended up with a hand injury because he was supposed to fight Boots in 2021, but he ran to the Stanionis fight. Stanionis come with an injury. What Virgil do? He start playing that sick shit. That's why we ain't get the Boots fight. That's why we got Boots and Armando Alvarez, a power hitter who was ranked number 5. That's why we got him. See, I like to bring up good topics and cook these niggas because these niggas don't cook like us. You understand me? But besides that, when my guy Santos Boxing, shout out to Santos Boxing. We had 38 subscribers over there. Go. We got to hit that 50 mark so we can go live and we can start this new show. We got a new show coming for y'all on Santos Boxing. I promise y'all this show gonna be lit. December 13th, Unstoppable Killer Gomes in the motherfucking building. If you in Orlando, Florida, listen, I don't give a fuck you in Texas, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, even the Carolinas. Go support my guy. This guy is the truth. Go support my guy, man. Go support my guy. And Spinoza, Rafael Spinoza, we want that fight. Because I got my guy, Unstoppable Gomes, Killer Gomes. Fuck shit out you. And listen, we don't need no elbows. Throw them bows. But at the end of the day, it's a different story, man. But we here. You hear me? For Kobe up the back. This Benavidez, Anthony Yarde situation is critical. It's critical. It's critical. You understand me? A lot of people know what's going on. A lot of people, we know that they trying to get the Mexican Monster back to his knockout ratio. If I'm not mistaken, 30 wins, 24 KOs. It's mean hiding. It's mean, it's high. I like shout out my guy Santos Boxing. We was talking, right? And he was like, yeah, Virgil knockout ratio. I said, bro, Boots got more knockouts than Virgil got wins. You hear me? The nigga got more knockouts than Virgil got wins. And this is what I want people to listen. Because the facts versus opinions, when I break this shit down, you're going to see. You're going to be like, damn, the nigga fought all tune-ups. He fought all journeymen. But you let people tell it, y'all want to tell a different story. They're going to paint a different narrative, man. If a person lose, listen, Israel Madrimov, right? Who the fuck is Israel Madrimov? None of us say no. In 2023, we know Tim Tszyu was running around collecting all of them titles. You feel me? But now, you let other people tell it, they're going to tell you something different. Oh, he was the boogeyman. He was this. He was that. No, he wasn't. Because when Charlo stepped up to go fight Canelo and he was trying to put the 154 undisputed on the line with the 168 undisputed, they stripped him. The IBF stripped him, gave it to Tim Tszyu. That's how, remember Tim Tszyu became an email champion because he was Charlo mandatory. Then you go to WBA, WBO, WBC route. Fendora, Don Crawford, all of them niggas is email champions. I'm just telling you the truth. And just getting back to this, like, one thing, shout out to the Ring Magazine, but y'all do too much nut glazing. And when you look at all of the commentary, they all biased. They all top ranked. It's all top ranked people. Everybody from top HBO, ESPN. Remember, Top Rank had deals with HBO. Then they went to ESPN. It's all top ranked people. So the biasness is there. They're gonna force you to believe that. Shout out to Bud Crawford, 3-time undisputed. But the resume speaks volume. You understand me? And people are like, oh, but the name. No, it's who they were at that time. Oh, you got an Americano on your resume, but he was getting his ass whipped since Danny Garcia whooped his ass. Then he did that cheating shit in 2014 and got caught when your coach Bomac was his coach. But when you leave it up to the Ring magazine, they painted a different. They paint a different narrative, put a different year and date on that shit. Nah, nigga. All you gotta do is go to DuckDuckGo that you're gonna get the truth. Fuck Google. Google ran by India, nigga. We ain't trying to hear none of that. Ain't no disrespect, but I'm just here to tell the truth. It's all facts, no opinions. You feel me? And this is what it is, you know. It's too much biasness. And the reason I say that because just look at all the biasness behind Devin Haney. Like we ain't see Devin Haney get his ass whipped. Like we ain't see Devin Haney get dropped over 4 or 5 times. And they only counted like 2, 3 knockdowns in that fight. I'm just saying though, you feel me? It's only right. I'm just saying, you know, it's a lot going on in this shit. But besides that, you know, I came to cook. You know, we already know we broke down the first segment. Brian Norman being an email champion because Bud ain't wanted to fight him. You feel me? Gave you the same thing about David Benavidez and Anthony Yarde having the same KO ratio, 24 KOs. Abdullah Mason and Sam Oaks. This is why I keep saying about the biasness, right? We know what Abdullah Mason come to do. I watch these guys literally come and say Sam Notes got a better resume than Abdullah Mason. These niggas in the Ring magazine, Sergio Mora, Mike Coppinger, bum ass, Max Kellerman, these bum ass niggas just said Sam Notes got a better resume than Abdullah Mason. Bro, is y'all niggas high off K2? If y'all doing that crocodile shit over there, that fetty in the air, like bro, cause I need to know. Cause Nakatillion, that name is better than everybody on Sam Notes' resume. Is it a good fight? We're gonna see. We're gonna see. Cause nobody is running to saying, yo, I'm gonna watch a Sam Notes fight. Shout out to my Brits. You know, we gotta find listen, I gotta get lined over there right. And what I mean by that, you know, get well connected with the real, with the trenches, with the grimy, with the grim of the grim, the grimy of the grimy. You understand me? Because we don't need no yes men. That's one thing about us. This channel, Santos Boxing, Lono's Boxing, Orthodox TV, H Money Boxing. Listen, Fast Life 35. Listen, nigga, we don't do no biasness over here. Shout out to my nigga, you know, H, what up? But we don't do no biasness over here. You feel me? And yes, Sam Notes got power. Yes, he fought top elite competition on the other side of the world. Yes, he did. Fighters that we don't know about, which is our job to do, right? But Nakatani from over there. And I don't see none of y'all got him on your resume. But at the end of the day, their resume is level. It's level. It's the same. So right now, you know, it's number one, number two. Or is mandatory versus number one. You feel me? So this one right here will solidify and cement your name as one of the top dogs in the game. It doesn't matter who wins. If Abdullah pull out the victory, get the knockout, cool. Sam Oaks get it, cool. Y'all got 2 heavy names on y'all resume. So we're not going to do that. Now let's get to this Bam Rodriguez situation. You know, shout out my guy Santos Boxing. He brought this shit up to me like a month ago. He was like, bro, everybody talking about this, the Dev and all of these fights, but nobody's talking about Bam Rodriguez fight. And and paying attention, I'm like, you're correct. Now everybody want to mention Bam. Me personally, can Bam pull this off? Yes. Yes. You know, but it's all about See, y'all gotta understand Monopoly, the game Monopoly. And the reason I say that, because when you watch the game Monopoly, you see it, right? And what I mean by that is you see the whole board. And when Turkey came in, he monopolized the whole game. Boxing, BoxRec, Ring Magazine. So which means is he controlled all the boxing media. Then the favorite guys y'all watch on YouTube, he paid them, he controlled them. Well, certain shell companies. But you got motherfuckers like me, man. I put this shit on my back. I do this shit myself. Shout out my guy Santos Boxing, H Money. Shout out all my motherfucking guys, bro. We do this shit by ourselves. No help. We do this shit by ourselves. No help. Cause we wanna bring y'all the truth. I can't sit here and be a yes man and lie and be like, no, I gotta bring you the truth. Cause it wouldn't sit right in my soul. I'm a live nigga. A real nigga can act fake and a fake nigga can act real, right? Twice a day. A broken clock is right twice a day, right? That's what you get out these niggas. But when you a live nigga, you live by moral principle. You put yourself at a standard like, yo, I can't be like none of these troops, bro. And a troop is a goof troop. I can't be like a GT, bro. I'm not a GT. I'm not a DJ Khaled. We the best. I'm not on everybody's shit. Shout out DJ Khaled, but Khaled, I only use your name just like Cap Joe, a person that's capping all the time. Since his name Fat Joe, and people, we know Fat Joe stories is real. All the Fat Joe stories is real. But I call it Cap Joe just to make like a little fun out of the situation. But it's no disrespect to Fat Joe, DJ Khaled, to the people that own Ring. There's no disrespect to y'all. Is that the people that y'all hired? Like, hey, come on, bro. Then y'all keep like when you go on the internet, YouTube, all they do is recycle the same interviews. They recycle the same niggas, man. You can go on anybody's shit. They keep asking Charleston White the same shit instead of asking like, bro, you supposed to be an activist, right? Well, why you doing all the goofy shit now? Nobody don't keep it tall and real. You feel me? But when you're a real live nigga and got your foot on their neck, they wanna talk some different shit. They wanna talk a different tune. You know? But besides that, before I get up out of here, we're gonna do the second half. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go take a coffee break. I'm gonna play some music right quick. Nah, I mean, after this music play, we're gonna come back. Jake Paul Tank, second half of the show. I'm only gonna give y'all album. My co-host not here at work. Shout out my guy. Besides that, no, we going on a break. Fuck all that. Only on YouTube at Louis13.
Fuck all that line shit. Bullets get the flying quick. Dirty in the ladder hit. You niggas with all kind of shit. Shorty hit my phone about some don't go round 9 and shit. Creasing with the iron, lay 'em down when I fire shit. Fuck all that line shit. Bullets get the flying quick. Dirty in the ladder hit. You niggas with all kind of shit. Shorty hit my phone about some don't go round 9 and shit. Creasing with the iron, lay 'em down when I fire shit. Real niggas on the rip. Pussy get the gossiping. Till I lay him down, take his crown and his watch and shit. M1 stock kit, 100 like a mosh pit. Watch me move the crowd with my finger, get the pound and shit. Picture on the mound, third base, won't be sliding shit. Papa, where you hiding at? Basement of the laundromat. Hanging from the ceiling in the city where you find me at. Real street nigga, definition of a Tommy act. Fuck all that line shit. Bullets get the flying quick. Dirty in the ladder hit. You niggas with all kind of shit. Shorty hit my phone about some don't go round 9 and shit. Creasing with the iron, lay 'em down when I fire shit. Fuck all that line shit. Bullets get the flying quick. Dirty in the ladder hit. You niggas with all kind of shit. Shorty hit my phone about some don't go round 9 and shit. Creasing with the iron, lay 'em down when I fire shit. Work from across the map, trap, yeah, I sold 'em crack. Oil in the water, ask your daughter when I blow her back. Dirty with a switchy, yeah, nigga, you getting all of that. Lay 'em like a doormat. Pussy, what's the format? Black Louis Chuckers, leave your brother by the door. Scrap 2 bricks, cane rap, nigga, where that chain at? Pyrex, baking soda when I bought the cane back. Pull up at the light, I'm doing dirty like H-Mac. Fuck all that line shit. Bullets get the flying quick. Dirty in the ladder hit. You niggas with all kind of shit. Shorty hit my phone shining shit. Creasing with the iron, lay 'em down when I fire shit. Fuck all that line shit. Bullets get the frying quick, dirty in the ladder hit. You niggas with all kind of shit. Shorty hit my phone about some dome
Second half
around 9 and
show.
shit. Creasing with the
Get
iron, lay
to
'em
the
down when I
oil.
fire shit.
Jake Paul and Tank B. Jakey boy. Yo, he got to get the fuck out of Puerto Rico. You gotta get out of Puerto Rico, mijo, cause you boy right now, bro. Listen, you couldn't make the weight. So Jake Paul couldn't make 190 and created this false story. He couldn't make 190 and created this false story. Jake Paul lies on Tank Davis. Don't be surprised. Do not be surprised if you see Tank sue Jake Paul for a defamation lawsuit. The lies you tell because you couldn't make weight. You could have postponed the fight, bro. Like, come on. But this is what I want y'all to understand is because by you losing weight then trying to regain weight, it's going to hurt you. But you found somebody that's going to go with the script. A nigga Tank wasn't going for the script. He just was going to come in, knock you the fuck out, go back, beat Roach up, the winner out of Roach and Pitbull, etc. You know what I mean? But damn, Jakey boy, why you lie like that, man? You got no footage, no nothing of this guy. Why you lie like that, man? And I promise you, listen, this generation of fighters, which Devin Haney, because you're going to see Devin put his hands up, right? Soon he shoot that jab, he's going to go like this. So all you need, one round. Just let him get comfortable. One round. By third, fourth, soon he throw that jab, boom. Soon he throw that jab, boom. That's it. That shit gonna come because he gonna throw the jab. Soon his shit drop, you gonna hit him. And you can check just watch all the Devin fights. It ain't even Devin fight. It's a lot of these fighters. You watch Fulton do it in the Inouye fight. I was mad, bro. I was mad as shit when he did that, bro. Come on. You never should have took the fight. First of all, you the A side. You could have brought him to the States. You got to remember, you're going to a country where steroids is legal over there. Like steroids is legal over here, but it depends which one you get. It ain't even depends which one you get. Is you got to get it prescribed. That's the crazy thing. Long as you get the steroid prescribed, it's not illegal. But over there, you ain't got to get it prescribed. You feel me? Like a performance, like Snack. Shout out to Snack, but Snack is a performance enhancement because it enhances your performance, right? Anything you do, even a vitamin you take, you feel me? It's still labeled as a PED, but it's not because it's a fucking vitamin. Oh, but I get it since you didn't patent it. It's something else. It's a PED because you didn't patent the situation. Like, come on, we gotta stop this shit, yo. We gotta stop this shit. Y'all know they shooting steroids in meat, and a motherfucker can go to Popeyes or go to the market, buy some steak and shit, cook it up and eat it. Y'all know they shoot steroids in that shit. Y'all want to bring up some dumb shit. Like, I'm gonna use Ryan for an example. Wasn't Ryan smoking weed during the Devin Haney camp? But none of his urine came back for weed. Marijuana, it came back for Ostarine. But Keyshawn and Clarissa Shields don't smoke at all. But they shit come back as what? Marijuana, right? Come on, man. It's always vital testing. Always snack fighters. This is where the game of the Monopoly sets back in. That's why I talk about Monopoly. What Victor Conte do? He told on his wife. Got all of the baseball players, all of the top athletes in the 80s, early 90s, mid 90s, late 90s. He fucked the whole career up, fucked the Hall of Fame legacy up, like Barry Bonds, Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa, Jose Canseco, the ball, James Thomas, the nigga used to play for the Phillies. All of these niggas, all of the Olympians, Mariam Jones, all the niggas that was running fast. He fucked all of their career up. Victor Conte did that. Did his little 6 months he did his house arrest, did his 6 months in jail. Come home, what'd he do? Started Snack, but he made sure he got his own doping agency off the ground. Who was the first people he attacked? WADA, W-A, right? Not V-A, W-A-D-A. He attacked them first, then USADA, and that's when he came up with VADA testing. Y'all, do y'all history on this shit, man. Then he tells you on air, what I give my fighters, what you purchase online from me, I do not give my fighters that. I inject them. So if you injecting your fighter, that's called a steroid, bro. You cheat. You fuck Bud up so much he anemic now. You ain't even know he was anemic. And you become anemic just because taking steroids. When you gotta use an IV, it's because of steroids. When you gotta get a therapeutic use exemption, you're on drugs, bro. And Bud had, listen, shout out to Bud Crawford, but pay attention. If y'all can shit on Ryan like that, Bud never got tired. Just saying them. Just saying them. You know? Just saying them. And the one thing about this generation, the only person in comparison and close to Floyd, just in resumes, is only two fighters. That's Canelo and Tank. When I get to episode 3 on Facts versus Opinions, yo, I'm a cook. But my second, I gotta go Virgil. I gotta do Virgil. I'm gonna do Virgil Ortiz. Third episode will be Tank. I'm gonna do everybody. I'm gonna do Floyd. Don't get it. I'm gonna do Floyd. We talking the names, but none of them niggas was in a prime. I'm gonna do Floyd. I'm gonna give y'all that. You know, I'm gonna give y'all Roy Jones. You know, Roy Jones fought all of the top dogs. He just made them look like shit. That's what Boots doing. He just make them look like nothing. You know, you're gonna have them fighters that come in there and do that. You know, like Shakur. Shakur can do that, but he's scared to take a hit. You know, like when Tank popped him in that sparring session, that shit woke him up, and and you can't hate the guy for doing that. Like I would never put myself in that predicament again. But then he did. You know, shout out to Williams and Payton. It's like I'm the only guy keeping it tall, bro. Williams and Payton beat Shakur that fight. Don't believe me? Listen, go to Santos Boxing. Go to Santos Boxing right now. Hit that subscribe button. So once we get to 50 subscribers, we're gonna bring y'all a new show on Santos Boxing. You feel me? And I promise you, this show gonna be so live, man. Everything we're gonna bring y'all is gonna be live. You know, we're gonna try our best to bring Killer Gomes back December. You know, so he can promote his fight. You know, hopefully, no, I'm gonna try to. I gotta learn this shit, you know, because I be trying to send out. Um, I be trying to send out shit on this joint. Like, I don't know, man. This should be wicked. My fault, y'all. If I'm going in and out this joint, I'm just trying to figure certain things out to get them to y'all. No, because I'm gonna start like soon I go and restream, I can send it out. You know, because I do it off my phone. I don't do it off my laptop. I do it off my phone. Uh, just like on my laptop, you know, I got a laptop for music. I got a Mac. I gotta hook my Mac up because that was for music. But I'm gonna add more RAM to that and shoot videos off that, like edit videos and stuff. You know, so I can give y'all a better presentation. You know, because a lot of people that's what they want. You know, and I got to start making my videos 10 to 20 minutes long. You know, as that I have a lot of data. You know, that's why I said shout out Turkey for saving the world because that's the type of data that I have on my phone. You know, like I said, when I got locked up, I thought they was locking me up because I voted for Trump and shit. I mean, the shit I was posting on TikTok because I got 5 pages banned from TikTok. You know, because I was on. I gotta tell you the truth. I gotta tell the world the truth. What's going on, man? I can't. That shit won't sit right with me. You feel me? But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Thanks everybody for tuning in. You know the link in the chat if you want to cook up, if you want to talk. But thanks for everybody tuning in. You know, hollering at a boy. You know, it's all facts, no opinion sport podcast. You feel me? I get straight to the sauce. Everything saucy. Mr. Whooping to the Oils, aka Arm and Hammer. You know I do this because it's the fork. Either the fork or the butter knife. You hear me? But besides that, man, you know, breaking news. November 25th. a purse bid will be set for the Cuban Ali, David Morrell, and Colin Smith. I'm gonna do a video on this. I'm gonna do a video on this, man. I'm gonna do a video on that segment because it's breaking news. Yo, that's a good fight. That's a good fight. And whoever wins, that's a great name under their belt. Only problem I have with Dave Morrell is he's not a second half fighter. And Rodney Shields, like Rodney, you gotta make him a second half fighter. You gotta. One thing about what fighters need to learn is you gotta learn how to take off rounds. You feel me? That's why it's always good. If you got knockout power, you don't want to go in and beat Berlanga and get 16 to 17 KOs back to back. They're like, but Peter Quigley, you get into that fight, you go distance. You get dropped if I'm not mistaken, but you win the fight, but you see that, like, nah, I need that. Shout out to Emiliano Vargas with that victory. Shout out to Spinoza, that victory. Oh my God, that boy, Rafael, man. That's what I'm saying. Rafael and Killer Gomes. Rafael versus Killer Gomes is the fight I want to see, and I will be promoting that fight after Killer Gomes fight. Shout out to Box Lab Promotions, but yo, Spinoza, man. Spinoza, man. Even though that the Robisi situation got me, but if you know the game, you know the game. You throw that hook, you got to follow with the elbow, man. If you don't get caught, it's not cheating. But that shit hurt, especially from a skinny guy, and it doesn't matter. As long as the elbow touch your face, your chest, your arm, your stuff, your ribs, your gut, your abdomen, that shit gonna come. So, shout out to Spinoza for pulling that victory off. But I seen certain things like when Killer Gomes get that chance, you want to see it's going to be like a Brian Mendoza and Fedora fight. Killer Gomes going to clip him. I'm telling y'all that. But shout out to Spinoza for getting that victory. Shout out to Top Rank for putting on that card. That was a great card, man. That card was, I ain't going to lie. That card was better than his Conor Ben card. Conor Ben and Chris Eubank card. You feel me? But shout out my guy, Conor Ben, finally getting the victory. But getting back to Emiliano Vargas, yo, he went the distance, but he was beating the dog shit out there, boy. And this is what I like. This is what I like, getting them rounds and putting that pressure and putting that pain. That shit better than a knockout. Because he was dog walking that ball, man. But I'm happy he got his rounds in. He's going to be a problem to be reckoned with, y'all. Emiliano Vargas is going to be a problem to be reckoned with. That's it, man. I'm trying to tell y'all that ball, that ball's special, man. Special knockout power. His angles, man. Like everything that you see him do in the gym, he goes to the ring and do it. Everything you see Boots do in the gym, he goes to the ring and do it. Everything you see Lomachenko do in the gym, he goes to the ring and do it. Everything you see Bud Crawford does in the gym, he comes to the ring and do it. Tank, Canelo, Floyd, Roy, everybody that does that shit in the gym, they come to the ring and do it. But what makes you elite, when you know you the shit and you the truth and nobody can touch you, is when you in sparring, everything in that ring is just like under the lights. But when you the shit, when these niggas coming in to fight you and you just working on defense and they can't touch you, you know what you're going to do under them lights. You know what you're going to do under them lights, bro. But like I say, man, shout out to every fighter that signed that contract on the dotted line. Shout out to every fighter that walked down that aisle into that ring, get in that ring, put that mouthpiece in, and start that rumble. Shout out to every fighter. And I'm going to get to y'all about elite fighters before we leave, right? An elite fighter is a person that gets signed to a big promotional company that you know of that's on TV. It doesn't matter who you sign with. PBC, Top Rank, Golden Boy, Matchroom, Queensberry, Riot, TKO now, Zuffa, K2 Promotions, Main Event. Um, Shout out to Haney Promotions. Know what I mean, Danny Garcia Promotions, Boots Promotions. Mayweather Promotions, uh, 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 Lions Only Promotion. Like GTD, Tom Brown. Those shout out to the fighters. Box Lab, you got Box Lab, you got Pro Box, you got Undisputed Promotions. Shout out to everybody that gets signed to these big major companies because you become an elite fighter. Why? Because now you're being shown on TV, even if it's cable or regular clear channel stations. You're still being shown on TV. That's what an elite fighter is, y'all. Elite fighter is the niggas that's on the top 50 in the world. You go from the top 50 to the top 20 to the top 10. What makes you more elite is the top 10. You feel me? But once you get signed to a big promotional company and you're on TV or you on certain streaming platforms, yes, you are an elite fighter because look at the people that signed you. A big promotional company, now they giving you the opportunity and chance to display your talent and show the world why you're one of the best and show the world how you rank out of 5,000 people. Because it's like 3,200 to 5,000 people in each country. And if you add everybody up, it's a long list of names. And just to be ranked in the top 1,000 in the world is elite, nigga. To be ranked top 100 in the world, even 200 in the world, is elite. You know how hard it is to get the fuck up there, bro? No, Diddy. You know how hard it is to get up there? Do you know how hard it is just to be ranked in every body sanction the top 20? I'm talking about division wise. Let me take that back. I'm talking about in every division to be labeled the top 20. Not body sanction, in the division. 118, you understand? 122, 126, 130, 135, 140, 147, 154, 160, 168, 175, 200, all the way up to heavyweight. It's all about you being ranked in that top 20. That makes you an elite. Now, what breaks everything down is the body sanction you go under. You might go the WBO route, which every top ranked fighter goes the WBO route. Because that's the first title you ever going to get. All of the big dogs with the WBC because that shit is like the NFL, the NBA. The ring is much bigger and larger. It's a championship ring. It's the most prestigious belt in the world, the WBC. WBA, you know what the WBA is, man. You know it's the WBA. Then you got the IBF. You got the Ring Magazine. We got to keep it tall, keep a spade, call a spade a spade. In 1922, the Ring Magazine really was a wrestling magazine, but it showed you it was a ring magazine, everything that happened in the ring, from wrestling, boxing, kickboxing. But boxing just was heavily favored at that time and just was taking off. Shout out to wrestling. It was let's be real. Once Vince McMahon came in and cornered the market, if you know the history, I don't really want to talk about that. But you see what it is. Everything went to the boxing route, and the Ring Magazine was in wrestling, boxing, kickboxing, etc. But it was a wrestling magazine. People wasn't really worried about the ring. Even when Oscar De La Hoya had full control of the body of the ring, nobody really never cared about becoming a lineal champion. Nobody really cared about becoming undisputed. Nobody really cared about that, you know. But one thing I learned with Top Rank is they will lie to you. And I don't blame Bob. I blame the people that was under him that had different agendas. How that little indictment situation happened that would put a stain on Top Rank. That's why it's hard for them to get a certain contract with a certain streaming company, with a certain network because of what happened. You feel me? A lot happened. If y'all want to know, go look up the indictment with Top Rank and you're going to be like, wow, a lot of fighters is on there. It's coming. But make a long story short, and the short story, not that long, is Top Rank stopped producing pay-per-view fighters, man. I'm gonna keep it real. They stopped producing pay-per-view fighters. It's hard for them to go under a certain streaming platform right now because of the predicament they in. Right now I just got lost. You know what I mean, I just got lost. I ain't gonna lie, my brain fog just kicking a brain fart. But you know, the shit they did in 2022, and they still hiding it. You know, but y'all can go look at the indictment. Um, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. But that's why I said with the WBO, it's top ranked belt. Everybody know that. But the Ring magazine, you know, getting back to that is how top rank won't give you the accolades. I mean, a top rank can give you the accolades. No, let me repeat that. Top rank can give you the accolades, but they won't turn you into a pay-per-view star. They won't give you the fights that you want. You feel me? So that's why, like, shout out to Terrence Bud Crawford, 3-time undisputed. I'm gonna use Bud for an example, right? 135, Bud become champion, right? 140, that nigga won unifying and became undisputed. When he won unifying, y'all should have made that kid a fucking pay-per-view star. He became undisputed. You should have made that man a pay-per-view star. Y'all had Manny Pacquiao, nigga. And since 140, y'all been promising him that fight. He never got it. When he could have fought Mikey Garcia, but y'all ain't let that happen. Y'all had him fight a declining Victor Postal, bum-ass Ricky Burns. This is no disrespect, but it's just keeping it real. Adrian Broner, Danny Garcia, Mikey Garcia, Jesse Vargas. Bro, you know how many people was the fuck down there, bro, at 140 at the time, and Bud couldn't get none of them fights? He couldn't get not one of them fights, but he get a bum-ass declining Victor Postal so he can unify. You understand me? That's why I tell people, like, yo, y'all people be tripping. Then you give them a Prescott, a bum-ass Prescott, bro. A Hank, well, shout out to Hank Lundy, but a Hank Lundy, bro. And y'all promised him a fight and he couldn't get it. Then y'all forced him to re-sign with y'all in 2018 when he could have went the PBC route. But y'all promised him, listen, Pacquiao, Jeff Horn fight, and you get the winner out of that. We're gonna give you Pacquiao. He go, the government of Australia robbed the shit out of Pacquiao in that fight, and Jeff Horn end up champion. Y'all played Bud again. Y'all play that nigga again, bro. And don't get me wrong, I was mad as shit when he re-signed with Top Rank. I was mad as shit. Cause I'm like, bro, why you re-signing with these niggas? You're supposed to be a pay-per-view star. You would have went to PBC, you would have been a pay-per-view star. They got all of the fighters, the best lineup, the best motherfucking PBC had the dream team, man. The best lineup of fighters was over there in PBC. But this is why I always say, it's only cool when Top Rank sign Olympians and they fight or beat Olympians, but it's not cool when PBC do it. It's only cool when Top Rank Golden Boy do that shit, but it's not cool when PBC or Matchroom Boxing do it, right? It's not cool when Frank Warren Queensberry do it, right? But it's only cool for Top Rank and Golden Boy. But it's not cool for nobody else to beat an Olympian. Because by being an Olympian, nigga, you high on the market. I like Keyshawn as a fighter, but nigga, Keyshawn was signed to Top Rank his last fight when he went back to the Olympics and lost to an amateur. The last time he fought Andy Cruz in the Olympics, Keyshawn Davis was signed to Top Rank, and he was a pro fighter, and Andy Cruz was an amateur. So y'all watched in the Olympics, Andy Cruz. The last time Andy Cruz and Keyshawn fight, Keyshawn was signed to Top Rank as a pro, and Andy Cruz wasn't, and he beat a pro. 4 times. 3 times they was amateurs. The 4th time, one was an amateur and one was a pro. You hear me? And that's a fact. That's a fact. I ain't got nothing to lie about. I ain't got nothing to hide. You feel me? It's there. Just go watch it yourself. Don't believe me? Just go to the box rec. Look at the last time Andy Cruz and them fought and look at Keyshawn box rec. Now, I mean, that's why it's all facts, no opinions here, baby. I gotta give you the facts. Now I mean, episode 25 be back this week. Santos will be back in the building. But I need y'all, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. While you here, hit that subscribe button, please. Share this video. We got to get back on the algorithm. You feel me? Episode 25. We gonna bring it to you. The next segment of facts versus opinions, I will do Virgil. You see, I work on everything, man. I work on everything. This is my notebook. I bring y'all the episodes. These was my questions for Killer Goins, Unstoppable Guns, which he answered. That was a great interview. I love that interview to death, man. The facts versus opinions. This the boot situation. All of the fighters, the last 12 opponents, what they was labeled. Because people saying Boots ain't fight nobody. Well, I gotta tighten y'all up. Go look at the last situation I did. Facts versus opinions, episode 1 show. Go check out that episode 1. Because I'm gonna leave it for a week or two, and then run it up so you can see out of the last 12 to 13 fighters Boots fought, they was all heavy names from champions to Olympians. Then back in 2020, Boots was the WBO, ranked number 7 in the WBO, won that. He was number 7 in 2020, beat the guy and became Bud Mandatory. He was number 10 in the IBF, 2022, beat Sergey Lipinas. Remember, he was ranked in 3 body sanctions in 2020. So when 2021 came, he was number 2. They end up number 1. See, people look at it that you got a number 1, then you got a mandatory. A mandatory is the guy who's going to have the intern titles, etc. Boots always had them. He was always ranked in the WBO, IBF, and the WBC. He just went the WBA route, and he unified and just took the shit. But another thing is the Muhammad Ali Act. I always got to talk about it. Shout out to Rachel doing there. Shout out to Nonito doing there. That's protecting us, and people like myself is protecting us. But it's crazy. The Muhammad Ali Act right now only applies in the U.S. And I tell y'all, once you got a certain entity, and it's not Turkey. It's not Turkey. It's the people that's behind them. Dana White, etc. Dana White Zuffa, they being sued for fixing over 100+ fights in the UFC MMA. So it shows that everything is rigged. It's like wrestling storyline script. But if you got an entity, which is Dana always wanted to attack the Muhammad Ali Act, when you got a certain people that want to attack that, their agenda is wrong. The fights is set up, the fights is scripted, everything is WWE. But besides that, I'm up out of here. We're gonna finish off with a bang, play some little music. Tune in next time. Episode 25 will be lit. Santos Boxing will be back. I need y'all to subscribe to this channel. All facts, no opinions. Go to Louis13, subscribe to that channel. Go to Orthodox TV, subscribe to that channel. Go to Boxing, Santos Boxing. We at 38 subscribers. We gotta hit that 50. We gotta hit that 50 subscriber mark so we can start going live and bring you a new show. The show we're gonna bring y'all is gonna be a show every week. I'm gonna see how my guy wants to set it up because he's gonna have to go through a lot the way how he's gonna do it. Plus, we both work, so we gotta give it to y'all at a certain time and a certain date how we gonna do this. But I promise y'all, these shows we about to take over the YouTube streets, man. We're gonna take over the YouTube streets. On top of that, nigga, we handsome. We some fly niggas, you know what I mean? We some fly niggas. You hear me pumping my back, stroking my shoulders. Watch what I do to Doges. You hear me? You know what it is, man. It's all facts, no opinion, sport podcast. I don't let none marinate. We get straight to the sauce. Everything saucy. You hear me? I'm gonna leave out of here with a song. Hopefully, y'all niggas tighten up. We out of here. Besides that, I need all y'all to.
One threat. Turn a brick of salt to a crack rock. Pussy get full like a laptop. And your main thigh shit mascot. Run through the floor with the trash spot. Suicide doors with a glass top. Talk about money, you a head knot. And my lawyer tough like Matlock. Soon up in the corner, hit a K-pop. Pull up in the sucker in the gray drop. Hit a nigga up, then I skate out. Gotta lay low, then you fade out. Hit a nigga hole, take the safe out. 36 O's where you came bout. Send me fully loaded, blow your brains out. Hating on Louis with the hate bout. Gucci on the loafers and I'm stamped now. Clap back, whipping that cane, bagging a brick, fucking these hoes, drowning in six, fork in the water, it's time to lock in. Pot on the stove, I'm at it again. Play with my order, I'm down in your man. Clip fully loaded, red dot on your head. BVS what? Watch cost a brick. Louis went gold, you niggas is sick. Back to the trap shit. Black K make 'em backflip. Pussy nigga, you an actress. Up a clip, got the trap lit. Kyle Lowry on the Raptor. 12 o'clock on the pastor. Throw 20 blow past you. You a sucker if you ask her. Turn a brick of salt to a crack rock. Pussy get full like a laptop. And your main thought shit, mascot. Run through the floor at the trap spot. Suicide doors with a glass top. Talk about money, you a had not. And my lawyer tough like Matlock. Soon up in the corner, hit a K-pop. Pull up in the sucker in the gray drop. Hit a nigga up, then I skate out. Gotta lay low, then you fade out. Hit a nigga hole, take the safe out. 36 O's where you came out. Send me fully loaded, blow your brains out. Hating on Louis with the hate bout. Gucci on the loafers and I'm stamped now. Clap back, Christian Dior. Dripped in my pores, laced in velour. Tipping these broads, Louis and Gucci, my wrist kinda frauds. They pay me, you sue me, your clip getting tossed. Lauren the Fuji, she tricked till she score. Fuck for a Lucy, protect on her arm. Choke on choker, my neck kinda gone. You hating, I got it, I flex when you frost. Fresh up off the back block. 2 4s in a glass pot. Talk oil on my cash stock. Fuck hoes at the trash spot. Twin turbo bought a fast drive. 30 on the hip, nigga, man down. I'm that nigga that can't stand now. Middle finger to the feds now. Clap back.
Let's go. You hear me? We up out of here. Thank you for tuning in. I love you guys. And I don't even know you guys. But we out of here, man. Episode 25 coming. Facts versus Opinions, episode 2. Virgil Ortiz resume coming. Santos Boxing. You know, go to that channel, follow, hit that subscribe button. You already know my music channel. Louis 13. You want the hottest music, the flyest music. Even stories about my life, you know, I'm gonna give it to you on air. But besides that, this is my sports channel. I gotta do it, baby. It's only right. Gotta do it. Once I get off house arrest, I promise y'all, yo, to the moon, to the moon, to the moon. Fight week here, baby. Fight week here, you know, starting Friday. It's a fight on the 21st. Fight 22nd. Now, man, it's time to get it, man. I'm here, man. We up out of here. You hear me?